So trying to plan what comes up next for a Google algorithm change is really challenging. It's not even worth trying to predict. It's trying to understand what Google are trying to achieve with what they're doing. Google are very up on making sure that black hat techniques do not work. Things like link farms, things like overpopulation of content around keywords. There's lots of different techniques that have been used in the past to try and gain rankings, and those are slowly but surely being cut off and no longer work. What a lot of people don't realize is you actually have a communication channel with Google. It's called Webmaster Tools. That will actually give you notification updates if you've been hit with an automatic penalty or a manual penalty, and that's where it's been identified that you've got tactics or certain things going on with your SEO strategy or your website that are not in line with delivering value to users. And therefore, that's your opportunity to address those matters and then communicate back to Google that you've addressed those. It's impossible to 100% guarantee that you're going to be making sure that you're in line with everything that Google's wanting. But what we can do is we can be aware of all the things that we know right now are important to Google. And we can make sure that your website and your SEO strategy is in line with those things. So the first and foremost thing, and this is where it gets lost a lot of the time within SEO, is yes, there's all these Google algorithm changes, there's lots of technical updates and things like that, but at the end of the day, none of that matters if you are not placing your business in front of the right people, therefore the right search terms. So a lot of time with agencies, they miss the opportunity to delve deep into the business and ask 3 questions. Why, and why? And ultimately get down to the bottom of what they're trying to achieve. It's not just about more website traffic. It's not just about getting more phone calls or inquiries. It's about getting the right inquiries and the right phone calls and the right purchases. And that's really important. We know that statistically speaking, as soon as a location is added to a search query, the intent for purchase increased 50%. So all of a sudden, actually understanding those small intricacies makes a huge difference. The word innovation is really interesting. So the word innovation is about making changes with the view to achieving a positive outcome. That's exactly what we do from an SEO point of view. We're innovative. We make changes with the view to achieve a positive outcome, but you don't know whether it's a positive outcome unless you measure. We have a saying here at Smith Brothers Media, and it's a known saying, you can't improve what you don't measure. So as long as you're measuring your results from an SEO point of view and ranking perspective, you'll actually be able to understand what implications an algorithm update has had for your business. So the whole idea here is that Google is independent and they're actually doing their best job for the user, not for the business. Google's going to help you do the best job possible by getting in front of the people that are right fit for you. So the way in which we work is we measure the outcomes and we actually start changing things and then measuring the results of that. And if it works well for a business, then we continue to build upon those changes throughout the site and throughout opportunities. So as long as you measure what you're changing and the outcomes of it, then you can't do anything but succeed.